we're going to work on moving in and out of position in F major. So we've kind of talked about the notes that are in the scale, how you move along the sixth string to play them. We've talked a bit about the positions, but now we're going to talk about what they are and then how to move in and out of them. How about that? So we're going to start off with, when you're in first position in F major, we're going to start talking about these positions relative to the scale degree that you're playing. Okay, in this case, the scale degree you're playing with your first finger. You want to always be on your first finger for everything, but in this case, for right now, your first finger is playing the scale degree that we're going to base that position on. So, for instance, the scale degrees in F major are going to be the first scale degree is F, second is G, third scale degree is A, B flat is the fourth, C is the fifth, D is the sixth, E is the seventh, and then back to F again for the octave or the root again, 1. So in first position, okay, we're going to talk about being in the position, the root position, meaning your first finger is on the root F. Okay, when you're here, you can play the root F, and the third finger can play G. Okay, let me get that a little better. I think that's better. Root is on, first finger is on the root, third finger can play G, and that's all you can reach right now in that position. Okay, when you're in the first finger on the second scale degree, okay, in this case the third fret, third position, but our first finger is on the G, which is the second scale degree, we can reach the G, the A, and the B flat. Okay, the G, the A, and the B flat all in that third position. Your first finger is on the second scale degree. Okay, when we move our first finger to the third note in the scale, the third scale degree, which is the A, we can reach the A, the B flat, and the C. Okay, now I know this stretch right here, having them all down at the same time, may be a little goofy for you right now, but as long as you can do something like that, that's fine. So when your first finger's on the third scale degree, you're playing A, B flat, and C. Okay, when your first finger's on the fourth scale degree, you can play the B flat and the C. Okay, you would have to reach to play the next note, so we're just going to say B flat and C are the only notes you can reach right now in the fourth scale degree, or the sixth position. Okay, moving on to the fifth note in the scale, which is C. We can play C with our first finger, and we can play D with our third finger, and that's it. Okay, so right now we've got our first finger on the fifth note in the scale, C, and we can reach the fifth note and the sixth note in the scale, or in this case we're actually playing in the eighth position. Okay, that's the fifth note in the scale. Let's move on to the sixth note in the scale, which is D. Now this is where it gets kind of cool. You can play the D, you can play the E, and you can play the F. Okay, so when you're in the 10th position, okay, or when you're playing the sixth note in the scale, you can play the sixth note, seventh note, and the octave again. Okay, or the 10th fret, the 12th fret, and the 13th fret. Okay, what this exercise does though is we're going to actually play the notes that lead up to that position, then play all the notes in that position, and then leave that position and go back down again. Okay, so you can start to figure out how these things work relative to the other notes in the scale. The first position, or the first note in the scale degree, is easy because you don't have to move anywhere. So you've got the F, G, F, that's it. Okay, you don't have to go anywhere, you can already start on the scale, F, G, F, that's it. Alright, now on your piece of paper, you now have the Arabic numbers with the circle around it. That's how we say that. That's how we talk about scale degrees. Okay, when the number it's a number with a circle around it, that's going to be the scale degree itself. So even though they work as like exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, we're actually separating those in which scale degree they are, which one you're working on at that point. So the first one is 1, and we have 1, 3, 1, and the whole thing has that Roman numeral 1 above it because it's all in first position. Okay, when we get to the next one, you'll see that it has the Arabic number 2, because this one's going to be working on the second note, the second scale degree in the key. Okay, and you'll see that it goes, you're going to play 1, then there's a dotted line, and it says you're going to move to third position, so first finger goes to 3. Okay, that dotted line keeps going to play all the notes in third position, and then come back down, and then there's a dotted line there telling you go back to the root F. Okay? What you're really doing here is you're playing the root F, and then I want you to move up into the second note of the scale, the note G, or third position, play all of the notes that are in that position, and then go back to F. Okay? So number 2 would be 1, then the G, A, B flat, A, G, back to F. Here it is again. Okay, the next one we're going to be working on, our first finger is going to be on the third note of the scale, A, or the 5th fret. Okay, all the notes in this position we can reach are the A, the B flat, and the C. Okay, so when we get to this point, you're going to play these notes. But to get there, we're going to start on F. You have your 1, then the 3 is your G, and then we're here on that 5th fret. We're going to play the rest of the notes in that position, and move back out of position, and finish it up. So F, G, we're on A, back down to G, and then F. Okay, the same thing works in that one too. So the dotted line tells you you're in the position you want to be in. Stay there until you get to the next dotted line, and then you move out of it. Next line, you're on the 4th scale degree. So in this case, F, G, A, B flat is the note we're reaching for here. When we're in the 4th scale degree, we can only reach the 4th and the 5th scale degree. So we can only reach the B flat and the C. Okay, but to get there, we've got to go through F, G, A, here's the dotted line, B flat, C, B flat. Okay, all that to stay in the position, then move out of position. Play A, G, F with your first finger. Here it is again, F, G, A, B flat, C, B flat. All those were just in the same position, then move out of position. A, G, F. Okay. Number 5, we're going to be going up to 8th position. So that means we can reach the C with our first finger, and then the D with our third finger. Okay? That's it. Now we're going to go through all the notes to get us to this C. So we got to go F, G, A, B flat, C. Now we're in 8th position. Finish it up with the D, back down to C, and then go back down the way you came. Here it is again. F, G, A, B flat, C. Stay in position to play the D, come back down to C, and then you're going to leave that to go B flat, A, G, F. And this is your last one. Even though there's more positions in each one, for right now, this is going to be the best way for you to understand it. So we're going to stop at the 10th position because you can reach all the notes in the scale this way. Okay, so we're going to go up to 10th position so we can play the D, the E, and the F. Okay, so we got the 6th note in the scale, the 7th note in the scale, and the octave again. Okay, but to get to this 10th fret, we're going to have to go through all the notes again. F, G, A, B flat, C, D. Here we are in 10th position. Finish it up with third finger on E, pinky on the octave again. Back down to E, down to the 10th fret again. Okay, and then finish it up. C, B flat, A, G, F. Alright, one more time on that one. Alright, so when you hear it all together, actually you can start hearing this make a little bit more sense. That one's going to sound the same as the last one because you're not actually adding any extra notes, you're just playing them in a different position. I can explain that a little bit more if you don't understand it. I think when we go from 5th position to 6th position, you're not adding any more notes. When you're in 5th position, you can reach the A, the B flat, and the C. And when you're in 6th position, you can only reach the B flat and the C. So that's why those last two sounded similar. Here I am on the 5th scale degree this time. Whoops. Yeah, that's not right. Hold on, I just got myself all messed up. Let me play from the beginning again. And now you can pay attention to what it sounds like when those two sound the same. Sorry. Okay, so it should start to sound like this. Higher and higher and higher. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, just let me know. You should now be able to know where you are as far as what position you're in relative to your first finger being on that scale degree you're working on. Okay? Have a good one.